Hi, my name is Rodney McKenzie, and you are watching More Life video blog. And I'm really excited today because I am going to delve into the laws of the universe. Now, when I say the laws of the universe, what I'm talking about are laws, like spiritual laws that everyone knows, that people have been talking about for eons and eons, but we really don't talk about them that much, right? So, like, we all know the law of gravity, right? We wake up and we get out of bed, and we don't expect ourselves to kind of fly off into space. And if we did, well, we would have a different experience. We would wake up, we would hold on to the bed, we'd be afraid, we would try to get out of bed and hope and pray. Well, some of us wouldn't pray because we're not prayers, but we would do something hoping that we don't fly off into space. But we don't do that because of the law of gravity. And we wake up every day not thinking about the law of gravity, but the law of gravity exists. And so there's these laws in the universe that we don't think about that are true, whether we believe them or not, that are a part of our lives, that are a part of what we do in our world. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to kind of explore personally the spiritual laws of the universe, and I want to test them out. I want to try them. So for the next 10 weeks, I am going to take one law a week and I'm going to dig into it personally. I'm going to write about it. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to dream about it. I'm going to teach about it. I'm going to talk to my friends. I'm going to go to bars and I'm going to hang out and talk to people about them. I am going to focus on the great laws. Is that clear? Yeah, I think it's clear to me. So this week, what I want to talk about is the law of mind. And the law of mind is kind of cool, especially for someone like me who likes to think of himself as a thinker. But the law of mind states that whatever we think, that whatever we believe is. That we are creative beings, that we are people who create. And the way we create is by what happens here. And not just those small fleeting thoughts, but we create by those things that we feel, that we truly feel, that we truly think are true, that becomes the experience that we have in our lives. Good example, I believed and I thought in my life that I was unlovable. So for years, I had unlovable relationships. It just was the experience that I found myself in. And so when I would meet a man, I'm gay, did I tell you that? But if I met a man who was nice, I wasn't interested in him because I thought that I was unlovable. So that was the experience that I had in my life. And so the law states that as you think, it is. Jesus said that. Jesus said, as you think, so it is. And so the situation is, the law states that if you want to change your life, just change what you're thinking. Just change what you believe is true. Just change the experience that you are having in your mind. And that means that, well, dude, I can't be a victim anymore. That actually everything in my life starts not outside of me, but within me. Which means that I have a responsibility, that if I want to experience something, I gotta think it. I gotta believe it. I gotta know that it's absolutely possible. Case in point, a couple years ago, actually, it's like 4 or 5 years ago, I wanted to lose weight. I was 328 pounds, and I realized that I was out of control. And I don't know if you've ever broken a toilet bowl seat because you're just too heavy, but try breaking 3 toilet bowl seats and you'll understand what was happening. I was a huge guy. I was wearing a size 50 in pants. I felt unlovable, and I felt like life just wasn't worth living. And I made a decision, though, in my mind that it was possible to change my life. I decided that in a flash, I had a moment after eating some Chinese food and feeling my heart started hurting. And I felt like I was going to have a heart attack, but then it subsided, and then I started eating again. I realized that something had to change, and the only thing that needed to change was me. So I decided I would change. Decided to move to LA for a couple of years just to lose weight, and I knew that I could lose 75 pounds. I knew for the first time that it was possible, and in a year, I had lost 128 pounds. But it didn't start outside, it started with my mind because I believed it was possible. So the law of mind states that if we want to change our worlds, even as young people, we start here. See, I believe that the world can be different. I believe that I can be different, and I believe that love is possible. And this week, I want to experience it. I want to experience what I believe and what I know is possible. And I'm going to talk about this week how to shift my mind, the experiences of shifting my mind to what I believe to be true. Have a good week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.